everybody, welcome back. Or welcome back, Lelanders, to a new episode of Clone Evolution. There we go, trying to get the new intro down. Oh, Omar, thanks again for joining the chat first. Champ. Yeah, I like the hey champ setting, or saying. One of my favorite boxers used to use it all the time. What's his name? Oh yeah, Shannon Briggs. He did an interesting interview with Mike Tyson about where the expression came from, and he always called everyone champ. It's kind of neat. Yeah, if anyone's wondering about any loud explosions you hear outside, I'm not in a war zone. We just have a major thunderstorm rolling through. So, I don't think the power's going to go out. Famous last words, but if it does just randomly cut the show, then you got an idea what happened. Now, my heat waves do cause rolling blackouts in my province. So if once we get into the major heat waves, that could also trigger a power outage. I was thinking what I should do. My one friend, he actually has a battery backup for his computer. So if it goes down like that, it just instantly cuts over to the other power source. So he doesn't lose control of his streams or whatever, and then he has time to shut everything down. But I don't think that would really affect it, because then I'd have to hook up all my modems and everything to that. So it would still go down either way. Oh, thanks for the flowers, everyone. Oh yeah, speaking of going down, let's see how we did in the Hunger Games. Oh, time remaining for bets. Kirakoma is a heavy favorite. Should we bet on Kirakoma? If anyone has an idea, let me know. We got an hour 29 to figure it out. Alright, Unimaginable is versus Mirage Mirror. Psychosis is versus Nova. Close levels there. Ooh, this is a big gap. Spitfire versus James Bond. Yeah, Spitfire is a heavy favorite, probably because the level gap is bigger than the Grand Canyon, right? No, not that big, but still pretty big. Alright, 302, 322 for these Chinese characters versus User. User 420, 240. Ooh, Wrecking Ball versus Takahan. Taka-chan? I don't know. Dear God. Will I ever learn to read? Alright, Joey versus Mickey Mouse. Lucolo versus Collator. Yeah, so that's some pretty interesting choices. I'm tempted to go with Kirakoma, even though it's such a tight battle there. Right? Keck, oh no, versus Keck. That is a tight battle. Unimaginable versus Mirage. That's probably an easier bet, right? Can you imagine this person lost? Oh god, that'd be horrific. Oh shit, look at this team. Alice, Bifel, two of the ones I'm thinking of adding. Well, I already got close to. Instead of Bifel, this guy's got Bifel and Freya. Or not Freya, could be. I always get her name mixed up. Hunger Games. Yeah, I don't know, like, when I first started Clone Evolution, there was a problem with the Hunger Games event where it just never came except once, right when I started playing. And then after that, it was like months and months and months and no Hunger Games. And then all of a sudden it came back. So I don't know if it's like a server thing or has something to do with the mobile and desktop versions. Oh yeah, I am actually playing on the mobile version, but I just have it on a desktop emulating mobile. It's called BlueStacks or whatever. Some shit like that. Yeah, so that's the deal with how I'm doing it. I'm always trying to figure out how other YouTubers do stuff. I'm still trying to figure out the microphone solutions. I've noticed a lot of different YouTubers actually try different solutions. So I don't really think there is like one best way to do it. Oh yeah, I should give everyone updates on what happened with me recently while I played the Gwit. Oh, did we win? Success. Yes. We did it. We got the bullets, too. Alright. Now, why I like the sounds of that is because I could actually use the supply depot, go into Almighty, spend my tokens. Oh, fuck, if I had more. Oh, yeah, I do have enough. And buy a stack of DNA. And that stack of DNA would be enough, I think, to push Suzo up to the next level. Not complete him, but yeah, that stack of 1,500 would push him to 2,000, and then he would be at level 26. Dear God, that level 30 would be damn close then, just 4 away. Yeah, thanks for the like, everyone. We already got 2 viewers. I was wondering how this time would do. Sometimes this time is really awful, and other times it's good. No, I was wondering with my internet too. Maybe half my city will lose internet connection due to the thunderstorm, and then I'll get boosted. Let's hope for that. Not to hope for misfortune on others, but... Alright, so this guy sent another friend request, and if he wants me to join him on the friends list, just let me know in the YouTube chat. And if you already sent it to me, send it again, because I apparently missed it. Now I'm trying to reserve my last friend spot so that I can actually have room for new viewers. So if anyone's a new viewer or a patron or a subscriber of some type and they want to join the friends list, just let me know. I'll try to keep at least one spot open. Now, if there are random people that I'm saying no to, sorry, don't mean to be mean. I'm just trying to reserve stuff for the show. I hate excluding people from stuff, too. Because, I don't know, like, growing up as a poor kid, you often get excluded from stuff. So it's like, I kind of don't like to exclude other people just for that reason, more so than any other. I shouldn't say poor kid, more like middle income class. No, compared to what poor kids had, no, definitely wasn't in that boat. Alright, today we're going to be drinking back a little bit of Bacardi. I don't know if anyone's drinking rum. They've probably tried Bacardi. I don't know. It's popular here in Canada. Let's see, where's it made? Ron something. Barcelona, 1888. Paris, 1900. It says Bacardi, superior is aged for a minimum of 1 year in white oak barrels. Then shaped through a secret blend of charcoals to craft a rum that has light, dry taste. It's perfect for mixing. So I don't know why they put emphasis on the barrels being white. What are they trying to say? It says Bacardi Company was born in Cuba of 1862. Original family recipe. That's what I was thinking. If you're making liquor from sugar, like sugar cane, dear God, it must be hard to get that raw. But anyways, they did it really good with Bacardi. The only shitty thing is it's a bit on the expensive side. I heard that if you, oh yeah, this is a 1.14 liter jug or bottle. It was bottled in Jacksonville, Florida. So I don't know why they're bottling it there, but it must be like they send huge crates of it over in ships, and then they bottle it once they get here. I don't know. Or they're just actually making it there. Oh yeah, that's what they do. They probably make it there with that recipe. That's what it is. Oh yeah, in yesterday's episode, if anyone didn't see it, we actually got a new red hero. So that's why our team has changed a bit. Let's try it again. Now, normally when I drink rum, I used to get it straight from the Dominican, from people that would go on vacation there. And it was usually twice the strength, like 80% alcohol instead of 40. But I still don't mind the 40% stuff. It's more tolerable. Like at 80%, that's like deadly. You have to be careful with it. That 80% stuff, you can just put a lighter to your glass and it'll light on fire. So you have to be careful. And you need your adult supervision. No, I'm just kidding. You actually have to be an adult. Yeah, I don't want to screw it up. I think I'm going to try a 2-shot recipe tonight. And if anyone's wondering what type of recipe I'm mixing it with, In Canada, we have this sugary drink company called, let's see what it is. I don't even know. It's called, oh, it contains vitamin C. Yeah, what the hell is this company called? I don't know, but the label says Hawaiian Punch, and it's blueberry blast. Just don't try saying that 3 times fast. Can't even say it once slow. Yeah, it says it contains sucralose. And if anyone's wondering what it tastes like, it tastes very similar to the freezies. You know those freezies that you drink? Like a container of plastic that's frozen? Or there's frozen liquid in it. Anyways, it tastes like a blue freezy. So for some reason, they took the blue freezy liquid and marketed it as a drink. Man, I love it. Every once in a while, we pick it up because it's on sale. And I'm going to try mixing it with rum because I've never tried that before. So this will be a new drink adventure tonight as well. Alright, this battle sucked. We still can't beat it. But we did do a little bit better damage than without that red hero. You got to give us that. Holy shit, we just got an extra purple potion. Alright, so I think we need the bounty missions to complete. Oh yeah. So we gotta complete 3 of these, so let's get some of these completed. We'll go with taking out Bin Laden first. Alright, there we go. I think that looks like a pretty good lineup. Some people probably want me to swap out him with him, but I like having a whole bunch of heroes the same element, because then I can boost them higher level. But we'll wait. Once we get a whole bunch of blues and we boost that element instead, yeah, then we'll see. Then I'll probably bring in all the blues. Swap out him and him for 2 blues. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Anyways, let's try this, and I'll put it on slow battle so I can actually finish pouring this. Come on, enemies. Try to survive a little longer, can you? Holy shit, the enemies died quick. I didn't even pour half the glass. I don't know, for me I have to be really careful with pouring hard liquor because in Canada it's super expensive, so I really don't even want to waste a drop. I know in like other countries you can buy a bottle of hard liquor for like a couple bucks, but not here. I don't know how much this bottle would have cost. If it's a 40 ouncer, I think it's around 40 bucks. Buck an ounce. So if you buy a 60 ouncer, you're looking at 60 bucks. I think that's the price. I'd have to check again, just to be sure. Lost lamb. Yep, let's rob the lost lamb. Alright, here we go. Now comes the moment of truth. Oh, 2 bullets, yes. Hey, another viewer joined the chat. Well hunted, Brad. Oh, he's Omar. Ah, his other phone died. Alright, cool. Hey, at least you made it back. Yeah, I don't know, like so many times it's hard to keep phones charged. I don't know how people live off cell phones because my cell phone barely holds a charge even if I watch like, I don't know, like 1 hour or something. Be surprised if it made it. I always have to plug it in. I don't want to pour too much of this in. Yeah, if anyone hasn't tried a blue freezy before, it kind of tastes very sweet. And what else? I don't know, I was trying to think. It almost has like a sweet, but a sense of like lemonade almost. So it's not really like sour, but almost a little bit of that direction. So it gives it that extra thirst quenching to it. Little hint of sour. I think it's just the juice version. The freezy version doesn't really have that extra sour. Alright, let's go with treasure box. Unlock it, break it open. Ooh, wow. I don't know if anyone's tried like Mike's Hard Lemonade or any of those like Island Stingers. Yeah, Dave's Island Stinger, that was a good drink. Yeah, this tastes very similar to a Dave's Island Stinger. It's a drink we used to be able to get in bottles, but they took it off the market. I don't know why. So many people loved it. I don't know if that company's still around. Hopefully they'll re-release it one day. That'd be like a blast from the past I'd like to see. You know, if anyone's wondering like how that tastes mixed, it's like, man, it tastes almost just like Blue Freezy with a little hint of spike to it. So if you chugged it, you might notice a spike, but just sipping it, it's so sweet, you can't even really taste it. And 2 shots for a whole beer glass to mix with juice. I don't think you could really taste alcohol in many cases if you do that. So it's not a bad mix. If you want to take 2 shots and drink it nice and smooth. If you're of age. I figure I should celebrate. Yeah, the doctor's appointments went pretty good. My counselor, despite the office being shut down, being turned into a vaccination facility, of all things. But anyways, yeah, they've changed the office into that, and now the doctors just see people over the phone. Well, I guess they don't see them, they talk to them. So yeah, she was saying that's no problem, and actually that it's not that bad to get appointments, so if I do get too stressed out, at least I do have someone I can still call, which is good. I don't want to always be ranting to the viewers. I need professional help some days. No, it was interesting to hear her perspective about the lockdown situation and how she was kind of curious how other people are taking it as well. Now, I think a lot of people have come to realize that the isolation is actually risking killing more people than anything. Like, you really can't take people, put them in social isolation for like years on end and not expect them to get like horrible side effects from that. And it's nice to hear medical officials saying that, because it's like, yeah, I was kind of worried that... I kind of had a feeling a lot of medical officials were saying that, and they really just can't say it on the news or they'll get fired. That's a scary situation in our country, where really the doctors can't even speak out without the government trying to shut them up. And it's funny, because we always used to make fun of China for that, but meanwhile we're doing it. Oh well, hopefully it's for our own good. There we go. No, I don't want to be putting words into anyone's mouth either. I don't really listen too well on the phone. A lot of times I end up hearing what I want to hear. Or get distracted easily. Yeah, I think they said they mentioned something about being able to help out with some other tests and stuff, so I'll get some more of those completed. Hopefully all the tests come back fine. And it should be good to go. Just the fucking whole stomach issues. Nothing I think virus related, because this is more blood related. Kind of wish the virus was the blood, and I'd be like, ah, thank God, it's just the virus. Well, who knows, maybe the virus would be much worse for me. You don't want to be careful what you wish for. Rob. Now, if anyone's wondering the heat situation in my province, it's still the extreme heat alerts. I'm trying to keep my computer off as much as I can because I don't want to risk it. I know it's like a computer that's known for having heat issues. I actually had the thermal paste changed just to try to avoid that ever happening. And you never know how long that'll last, knock on wood. There we go. 4 purple potions. Yeah! That's what I like to see. Now, what else was there in world news events? I keep looking for the news that Neo Geo and that Saudi prince is going to be releasing the new console. Because really, he said, what was it? Or the rumors. I don't even know if it was. Yeah, I think it was Neo Geo that actually said it, though. But anyways, they were talking about launching the console in 2021. Here we are, halfway through the year. I could see it being a Christmas launch, because that would make sense. Launch it right around Christmas. Try to kill any sales to other video game consoles they're looking for that year. Or not to mention, during the lockdowns, pretty much anyone that has a video game console for sale should be able to sell it. I don't know, some people are saying that the Neo Geo name didn't really hang on much value over the years, but I still like it. So when I heard the announcement, I was like, alright, who knows, maybe they'll run Clone Evolution one day. Now, the way I have my computer set up right now, I can actually stream different console games as well as computer games and as well as cell phone games. And just regular apps or anything, so yeah, I can pretty much stream anything. Even retro consoles. I even got the retro console adapter. So I was thinking one day I might hook up my Sega, what is it, Saturn? Yeah, I might play it a bit. Ah, sick. Yeah, I can imagine learning other languages must be fun. I tried to learn French, but it didn't go well. I retained about 2 words. Ooh, 3 bullets. Yes! Now, I think, I'm not sure, the live stream might have closed caption options, and since I set the language, it could auto-translate to other languages. I could be wrong about that, but... Now, because I heard some people talking about how they wanted to spend all this time converting different languages for their videos, and then I was trying to explain to them that YouTube already has it in the settings. You don't have to hire someone to do it. And when you broadcast live, one of the options is if you turn it to, like, what is it, super fast stream, so there's no delay between your stream and the live broadcast, then that's when all of a sudden you don't get closed caption options. It doesn't give it enough time to translate. Are you almost done in there or no? If you want, you can just close the door if you have to do stuff, because I can hear you the whole time while I'm trying to record. Thanks. No, sorry, it's just a little bit distracting when I'm trying to record and I hear people in the other room digging through stuff. Alright, so let's see, break that open. Now I have to leave the door open and windows because it's super hot, and if I close everything, it's just going to get even hotter, and I can't chance that. Now the issue is that we're sharing a house, and what some of the fridges are on different levels. So you have one fridge on one level and one fridge on this level, and if one thing you need is in the other fridge, then you'd have to go up and down. Now obviously we're only 3 people that live here, and we don't need that many fridges, but going through a little bit of house hoarding situations. I know with the whole lockdown and stuff, it's probably better that people do hoard right now, especially food, because you never know, right? Like, we could have all our human rights taken away at a moment's notice with this pandemic act. So it's like really having that extra food around, I won't complain. I just wish I had more room in the fridge for fresh food. Hey, Noah Gaming Clan, how's it going, man? Oh, Pasco joined the chat as well. Now, welcome back, everyone. Sorry I've been so busy lately. I've been trying to get some Battlefield streams in, and I haven't even been able to get the Clone Evolution ones in on time. No, the main issue is we went through a super heat wave, and my health is kind of declining in heat. I basically just lay down, can't move. No, I've been trying to go in my pool more to relax in like cold water to see if that'll help beat the heat wave. And that's probably what I'd be doing right now if it wasn't like a thunderstorm outside. I was tempted. I'm like, should I go in the pool? But there is lightning. I'm like, pools, lightning, I don't think that goes too good together, no matter how hot you are. Yeah, so that's a thing in these days, right? Internet is cutting out everywhere for everyone. I'm tempted to upgrade my internet provider soon, because I'm thinking that's the next step I want to do more stable broadcasts. Because now my computer isn't the problem. It's definitely the internet being able to hold a stable... It's not even the peak. It's just the peak times. Like, what was I saying before? Like, my internet provider was showing me on a chart, or I looked it up, and it's, there's certain hours of the day where I get shitty connections, and it's because the network is over-lagged. So it doesn't matter how much fucking I fix my computer or a faster modem, I'm still just getting lag from the actual server itself. Or on the server end. But apparently if you pay extra, you can get server priority access, so that's what they're doing now. So it's like you can pay for super fast internet, and then you have to pay for super fast internet with priority access. So it's like, ah, fuck. That's where they get you. Holy shit. Yeah, good luck, Noah. I hope that works. Or Noah Gaming Clan. It's, no, he's talking about remaking, one of my favorite games, but in a Red Alert engine or something. So that's what I was thinking. The weird thing about recreating Battlefield 2, Modern Combat, is, let me just check what they got for deals. Oh yeah, that's garbage. Can you imagine paying that? Oh god. Now the thing with it is it was a very old school engine. So I don't know how many newer engines have the same physics. I think they talked about it in the last interview, where it's like you could just jump off any building and you would die, except if you hit the triangle button, which would open a parachute. So I was like, yeah, that was a pretty cool physics. And then the gun loading. The gun loading was so weird. It's like you hold, what was it, one of the triggers, and then you could, or no, it was like you hold a button, and then you move your finger on the D-pad, and that would select the different kits, or guns, or weapons, C4. But I guess, yeah, like, I don't know, how many emulators can you actually emulate controls to that degree? Like different button combinations? I don't know. Like, I know when you go to map button controls, normally it's okay to map buttons as long as it's just one button. But if it's like button combinations, I don't know if you can do that. Hopefully. But yeah, getting the controls perfect isn't the end of the world, but it would be neat to play it as similar as possible. Well, yeah, and we got good news in that one last broadcast, is the makers of Battlefield 2 have different developers or former developers talking to them to try to get the game re-released. Or at least get the server going again. Or allowing someone to rent the server. That'd be great. Because that's what I was thinking. As long as they can still make money off it somehow, let's hopefully they'll accept the offer. Holy shit. This rum is helping me cool down a bit. I think I might have to pour another glass. I might make it 3 shots big this time. Now I'm gonna have to piss like a racehorse, but hopefully I can hold it to the end of the stream. That didn't sound good. Oh, yeah, I don't know if anyone can tell, but man, if this camera could zoom in, I got like sweat just pouring off me just from sitting here. It's fucking so humid. It feels like I'm in like, I don't know, if you go into a sauna and you like turn it up to like, or I don't know, yeah, entry level sauna. That's what it feels like. Not a sauna on hot or anything, but yeah, entry level where it's just like normal sauna temperature. That's what it feels like. Where you just break a sweat sitting down. Now sometimes I find it hard to believe that other parts of the world could be hotter, because I'm like, dear God, in this temperature it's already like so hot you can't even move. Breathing is an issue. So it's like, I don't know, how much hotter would you be able to take it? Wow. Yeah, that's must be with my uncle. He's having some blood issues, and he doesn't seem to feel the heat as bad either. Where it's like he always feels cold no matter what. Yeah, sorry to hear that. Yeah, so many people going through rough health issues these days. I find once you get older, you start to notice that. So when you're younger, hardly anyone's complaining about health issues. And as you get older, it's like fucking everyone you know has something serious. Alright, let's see, good merchant. Ooh, that's a tempting deal. I do need 36 fists. Alright, let's take it. Normally I don't ever buy from the merchant, but I'm feeling generous today. Yeah, some of the hot babes I know are telling me that I should be less stingy. So I'll try to be like that. It's not easy. So when you live in poverty, you tend to be more stingy because you're always trying to save money, right? It's like you gotta, if you make 10 grand a year, you gotta try to make it last. Most other people are making 100 grand a year. Well, I shouldn't say that most. A lot of people make 40. Alright, the bounty hunter. Oh, we went a little bit over. We got 2 extra missions. Oh well. But at least we got as much as we wanted. I wanted those Vibram tokens just so that we could have more for when, hopefully, Arena Girl will be back in the Vibranium store next time it resets. 384 hours. Excuse me. So what is it? Does the Vibranium store reset once a month? I don't even know. How many hours are there in a month? Now, this game is actually a cell phone game, but I run it on BlueStacks, the Android emulator for PC. I tried running it on cell phones, but it would always overheat before I could finish recording the stream. Alright, so casino, we'll leave it as is. Supply depot, we should do a free refresh. Oh god, man, this heat is getting intense. So I can feel the waves pulsing. Alright, there we go. Trying to think. Yeah, the 50s. I hate it when it reaches the 50s too. That's when it's like, when I work outdoors and it reaches that temperature, the boss literally tells you, it's like, yeah, just like walk slower, try to like breathe. It's like, that's what we're just trying to do. No one's even really trying to work fast anymore at that point. We're just trying to survive while we're outside. Now, when we're working in the 50, it's, you get to the point where you're drinking, what is it, 8 liters of water a day per shift. And people are like, 8 liters? It's like, yeah, you bring 2 4-liter jugs, and you chug one of them by the time you're at lunch. And it goes quick, too. You actually have to try to drink less, because we don't have any washrooms around. So it's like, try drinking 8 liters of water and then not using the washroom. Pretty much just sweat it all out. It's pretty nasty, really when you think about it. It's great, though, if you ever have to lose weight, because people that lose weight, they're always like, oh, I gotta try to drink more water. It's like, oh yeah? Try working outside in fucking bloody heat waves. You'll be drinking. Oh yeah, did we place our bet yet? I better fucking do that, less than an hour to go. Who is everyone betting on? Holy shit, everyone's betting on Kirakoma? Should I do that just to play it safe? I'll pick unimaginable. For the hell of it. Did any viewers pick who they want me to bet on? Not really, right? Alright, so we'll go with unimaginable. Alright, good luck all the competitors in the Hunger Games. Hopefully everyone picked the heroes that win. Yeah, I wonder what happens to the people competing in the Hunger Games. Are they still allowed to bet? They can throw the match? 334, yeah, let's get out of here. We already bet. Alright, so we picked all those. We already bet. We beat the bounty hunter missions. Alright, so I think we're all set for today for beating stuff. And we're only at 37 minutes, so what we'll do is... We really have no missions left. Dear God. I think what we'll have to do is play the dungeon a bit more, or we could go into the Darwin Center and consider who we should make as new heroes. If anyone's got any Darwin Center questions, what heroes they have, who they should go for. I think the one I was thinking of making next was Kim. But I need her. And we only have one of her. Or maybe we had more of her. Yeah, should we make another gold Kim? Maybe the viewers can debate that. Do we need to save that Elizabeth or something? I don't think we do. We can possibly make another gold Robin, but we'll need to make one of her. Who is she? I don't think that's Yugi. Damn, they look so similar, it's hard to tell. Don't mean to be mean, but it's true. Alright, so let's see, Alright, let's see, yeah, let's do it. Let's go for some more dungeon battles. Hopefully we can find a way to beat this dungeon. I wonder, instead of bringing her, bring another hero that's strong. Let's try bringing him. He's pretty strong, right? Or him. Yeah, I think he's the stronger. Wait, that other guy everyone says is so good, so let's bring him, see if it makes a difference. Yeah, see, it boosts our power much more to have this guy. So let's try this guy first. See if he's actually as good as his power level says. Yeah, there's no chance of this team winning, but we're just going to focus on seeing if we can find a team that'll work for this. Yeah, I'd like to see the weather in Iraq someday. That'd be neat. Is it a dry heat at least, or is it very humid too? Because I heard the dry heat isn't so bad, because it's really when you get into the humidex where you have to add in the extra humidex factor. It's kind of like wind chill in the winter. Now in Canada, we always do a wind chill factor because if it's like really windy when it's cold outside, it makes it feel even colder compared to when it's like cold outside but there's no wind. So that's what we do for heat here. We have the heat, and then we have the humid X factor. See, I think that's what it is. Technically, our heat really doesn't go to 50 very often, but it's our humid X factor. When you put in the humid X factor, that's when we start getting into 50 way more often. Oh yeah, and that reminds me, I gotta work in the heat tomorrow, so I really can't drink too much tonight. Alright, I'll have to pay more attention. That team seemed to suck, so let's try that team. Oh, I know. Swap this with this. Holy fuck, it says our power is low then, huh? Surprising. So many good heroes. It's just that one fucks us over. Anyways. Yeah, Sword God. Can you imagine Sword God's really good and I'm not using him? Let's see. Let's try it. Yeah, this bottle on the back says it's perfect for mixes. And I was thinking, yeah, it's true. When I mix with this stuff, it tastes amazing. It must have been funny when people made this, and then they compared drinking other alcohols to it. I was like, holy fuck, why would you ever drink the others? This tastes so much better. But then again, it depends how much sugar cane you have laying around, right? If you hardly have any sugar cane, you're not going to be making rum. Alright, let's go a little bit overkill. Make it 3 shots for this one. Alright, another defeat. Boo! Because I don't really think we stand a chance. I want to see some chance of success. So what can I do for a better chance of success here? Let's try... If anyone's wondering what that marching band playing outside is, it's for the first responders, I think. Hospital staff people. My neighbors have been playing the instruments every day the same time since the lockdowns began, like a year and a half ago. They haven't learned to play the instruments yet, but they're working on it. At least they're trying, right? Now, I like the drums. They added more drums. It used to be just like frying pans hitting shit. Trying to find the lid to the rum, and it's on the bottle. Dum-da-dum-dum. Now I'm starting to question how many shots did I really pour in here. Yeah, your shirts ends up getting soaked just from sweat. Now I'm wondering what it's going to be like working in the heat waves again tomorrow. I think what I'm going to do is go to work, come back, move my uncle, take a shower, then hit the pool. Hopefully I can lay in the pool and relax, and that'll help lower my temperature. Doesn't have to be a deep pool to cool off, right? My pool is only waist deep, but not waist deep, 3 feet deep, but 16 feet across, so at least you can swim. If you're good at swimming near the surface of water, you got no problems. Holy shit, look at this battle, eh? Is it just me or is it going better? Holy fuck. Look at how we're like taking him. Tearing him a new one. Oh, you son of a bitch. How the fuck did he kill us like that? At least it wasn't Suzo that he took out. As long as Suzo's in there tearing him a new one, we still got a chance. Oh yeah, even Monk, he was hitting him good. Fuck. There went Suzo. So I don't know, like viewers, you think we got a chance in this battle? We're actually getting down to the point where he's less than half, so we're starting to get there. That wasn't a bad team combination. That actually worked pretty good. Let's try switching it up a bit, see if it does anything. I don't think it will, but worth a shot. Alright, let's get a quick message from the sponsor while we try this battle. Ah, sorry everybody. I was already in the baby voice. Today's show is brought to you by the whole episode of Baby Voice. Now today's show is brought to you by Crack. Crack, it'll fuck you up.
There we go. Got it back. I was wondering why we had so many views and likes. It was for the other voice. Yeah, how many languages do they speak in Iraq? Is it just one main language or a whole bunch of different ones? I never asked my friend Saad how many languages he could speak. He was really good at English, so I would have never guessed he was from Iraq. Turn the baby voice back. That's what I was worried everyone would be like, oh, not your voice again. I know, my voice is annoying. The baby voice is better. And I actually do have a choice between a bunch of different voices. We could do a little bit of show in each one, see which one everyone likes better. But I have to turn in the headphones so I can actually hear it.
Alright, can't tell. Oh, it's not doing it. Alright, so this is one of my other voices. See if anyone likes this voice. I'm trying to remember which voice this is. I think this is the woman's voice.
Alright, the green voice. I can't remember what the green voice is. There's one that's deeper, and then there's one that's robot, so it should be one of those.
Ah, this one's baby.
And white voice. This is either a man or robot.
That's I kind of like this soundboard. If I ever have to like do Skype calls or something, I can actually alter my voice in real time. Now what I could do too is maybe hook up a telephone to this, so if people phone me on the phone, I could answer in like the robot voice. Like, hello, how are you? That was my normal imitation. Yeah, it's one of those soundboards from China. I've had a little bit of glitches with it, and I got one problem where it came with copyrighted sounds on it, so I had to switch those. But other than that, it was pretty good. It's called, forget, Meano or something? Can't even pronounce it. Now, I was kind of just drawn to the baby voice because I always used to make fun of that voice when different rappers use it in songs and stuff. So I was like, Kind of liked it. Alright, so what else can we do in the game today? Wonder if we can do any clones. Oh yeah, we can convert a whole bunch of clones. Yeah, when you think about a lot of the features that this game added, it could get itself into a lot of trouble. It's like you think of all the stuff you're not supposed to talk about, World War II and stuff. You're literally taking heroes, throwing them in a machine to turn them into stuff. It's awful. Now, that's all I often wondered too about like different cultures, how they didn't really translate all the stuff that we're not supposed to say here in America. Especially when it came to cartoons like Dragon Ball Z. I don't know if anyone noticed that. Because I'm pretty sure if Dragon Ball Z was like written in Germany by Hitler, it's like then people would have noticed right off the bat. But because it was made in, what was Dragon Ball made in China or Japan? Can't remember which. But either wherever Dragon Ball Z was made, they made the Super Saiyans superior because they had blonde hair and blue eyes. I was like, ooh, that's a little bit not so kosher here. But these Dragon Ball took that a step further and changed it so the higher up levels, like red and blue and stuff, so it wasn't just blondes. Because I was thinking, man, yeah, if you tried making that cartoon today, they'd be like, what? Blonde hair, superior? No, no, no. Now, I was watching that. There was some YouTubers going to, I forget, Japan, I think it was. And they're asking different people on the streets what they know about, like, different stuff, like the Nazis and stuff. And a lot of people apparently didn't really know much. Or I guess what compared to what we learn about in school. Which makes you wonder. It's like, why is it such a drastically different curriculum depending which country you're in? But, yeah, it's weird. Yeah, can you imagine that if schools in the future, they might do the same curriculum for every country no matter where you live? That'd be kind of weird, right? Elon Musk, I don't know if anyone heard about his wife and the new statement that she made. She was saying that she's in favor of, what is it, either communism or socialism. Yeah, I think it was socialism. And she's hoping that the government will be replaced by automated machines. So machines will just tell us what laws that are allowed and stuff. I was thinking that's kind of a weird thing, right? Like the world's richest man or whoever close to it, his wife wants to be a socialist, which is anti-rich people. It kind of reminds me of when you get like a guy who's like eats a lot of meat and then he ends up going out with a vegan. It's like he's kind of like dating the person who's like the opposite of his personality. That seems very, very keen to what's happening to Elon and his wife. They're very much opposites, unless Elon really does want to give all of his resources to everyone. Hey, they say in relationships, opposites attract though, right? To some degree. Yeah, I heard about that in the interview, that they wanted to add a woman to the game, but back in the era when online gaming was just getting popular, you weren't even allowed to put women in as characters. I could kind of see why. I think having women in the military is a kind of like a low ball or low blow move. Well, it depends on cultural beliefs and stuff or stuff like, or maybe not even cultural, but for me it's like I could never even hit a woman, let alone shoot one. So it'd be like, even if I was in a war, I don't think I could do it. So it does seem like it's almost like putting kids in the front lines. I could never hit a kid either, so it would be like the same thing. But other people are kind of cool. They are cool with shooting people of any gender. That doesn't really matter to them if they're in a war. So it's like, yeah, that's kind of, I don't know. It depends. I guess each person's different. I don't know. It seems sexist, I guess, to not want to shoot people of certain genders. Yeah, but I guess some countries really don't have that option too, right? Like if your forces got so low that you had no men left and you actually had to send women into the front lines, that'd be brutal. And you never know, a lot of women these days are taking a lot of different hormones and have very many masculine features. So they probably could mop the floor with a lot of guys. Damn, I don't know how we did so well that other time. All the changes I made just made the team much worse. Much, much worse. Fuck. Alright, well this guy plays it out. Let's give a shout out to the patrons. Alright, thanks again, Suki, Dim, Jim, Ray, and Travis, and everyone at Patreon. Appreciate it. Ah, we got our asses kicked again. Alright, so let's go back. Switch him. Switch him. There, let's try that. That's a pretty attack powerful team. A lot of ice stunning. Boom. Come on. There we go. That was some pretty good attacks. Oh, fuck. He died already. You gotta be kidding. Alright, so maybe what we'll have to do is swap him with Tengu in his position so that we can get more of our team to survive longer. Because, man, we did pretty good on that one. Let's try that. I think Tengu can survive a little bit more hits than he can. Oh yeah, the game's going to be resetting over soon too. It's only 15 minutes away. Oh fuck, our whole team's dead already. What the fuck? So apparently Tengu needed to be in that position. Oh, fuck's sakes, man. I wish we could beat this. So annoying. Alright, let's see. Let's try that. Holy. It's like, man, did they ever hit Alice hard or what? Like, holy. Fuck, man, how did Monk die so quick? Alright, so I think I see the people I'm supposed to swap out different. Let's try... I think this combination might do it. Take out Monk and bring in her so we can actually revive from the dead and put her in that position. Alright, let's try that. It could be too close to what I had it before. Yeah, I can hardly wait to get into some more Battlefield 2 streams. As much as I like Clone Evolution, I am getting closer and closer to having to switch to a new game soon. And Battlefield 2, after lining up those interviews with the game developers, it's like, holy shit, man. Battlefield 2 seems like a good direction to go in next. Well, one that I like. I know, for my streaming popularity, it's probably better if I played a more popular game, but hey, I like streaming what I actually like. Who knows, maybe there'll be a mainstream game that'll come out soon and I'll like it. Boom. Yeah, I was thinking, come on, Suzo. Gotta be able to hit him at least. Boom, there you go, Suzo. I was thinking, too bad we couldn't keep this guy stunned or frozen or something, so we could actually survive without dying and keep hitting him. But eventually he just powers up and does some sort of super move and kills us all. Fucking piece of shit. Fucking hate that. This game, it's like you think you've got a good balance going, and all of a sudden he just wipes you out. Yeah, now Suzo died. Why did Suzo have to die first? Fucking piece of shit. Though I have to say, viewers, it's like that new red hero we got for the team. That did help a lot. It's like she's healing us. She doesn't die as quick as Jane Austen anymore. She's usually one of the last heroes alive. It's definitely a good upgrade. And we had that upgrade option for a while. I'm surprised we didn't do it sooner. Alright. Let's see. Should I try that again, but with a different combination? Who would be a better hero? Let's try him. And I think Monk helps because, oh fuck, man. If people are able to survive, he can do some damage. Oh fuck, man. I wish he could do his special before he died. Nice. Damn, we've done a lot of damage to this guy. It's a shame we can't live. Oh, we got him stunned. Holy shit, when we have him stunned and hit him, it does damage. Like, God, that's the best damage we've done yet. Why? Because he's fucking stunned. Come on. Yes! We beat it. Can you believe it? So thanks, viewers. The viewer who decided to get us this hero in the team, mixed with a combination of Monk, who actually helped, we fucking beat it. Yeah! Yeah, cheers to that, everyone. The blue drink of success. Not to say that I was skeptical, but I was thinking, man, that was an impossible battle to beat, but we pulled it off. Yeah, Noah's got a good idea. I should stream the old PlayStation games footage. Because fuck, man, I still have a working PS2. I still have a lot of my games, so why the fuck aren't I streaming it, right? I know a lot of people have been saying streaming PS2, oh, that's too old, but there is a community out there that actually acknowledges how good the PS2 really is, right? Fuck, man, I'm almost thinking I should like mod out my PS2 so that I can play all the games from a hard drive and not have to bother putting discs in. I think there's a way to do that now. Yeah, does anyone know the modding PS2 situation? I'm pretty sure you can do that. And who knows, if that's illegal, I won't do it. I'll have to look into the legality of it. Now, I'm pretty sure once you own the console and the games, there shouldn't be any issue with playing it off a hard drive. I hope not. Yeah, that's the thing. I already got all the capture stuff, so I can capture the red, white, and yellow cards, or wires. So yeah, there's definitely no issues when it comes to capturing it live streaming. I can actually live stream PS2, no issue. The only issue would be if my disk drive isn't working the greatest. I haven't tried it in like 10 years, so I don't know how it's doing. I've just had it in my storage drawer, so it's not like it's actually been damaged at all. It should still be in like how I left it. Oh, red, green, blue. Yeah, that's the, what is it called, the composite or whatever. Actually, that's not so bad because I think what you can do is plug in the yellow one and it'll just come out the wrong color, but plug it in one of the color slots. So if you're looking for identical color, yeah, it'll suck. But if you're okay with just one shade of color, then you're okay. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure back when I used composite, that was one of the workarounds. Oh, free McBoot. Yeah, I remember hearing about that. Alright, so yeah, I'll probably do that because, you know, I'm really jonesing to play a lot of my PS2 games. Like, PS2 was my favorite console. I switched to PS3 because I just automatically assumed that PS3 was going to be much better. But in hindsight, a lot of the PS3 games I got were just like maybe slight upgrades to the PS2 version or sometimes even less. And then by the time we switched to PS4, they'd really started to go downhill. I know some people like the PS4 versions better, but I don't know. For me, I liked it before the microtransactions unbalanced all the gameplay. I don't really like fighting against someone who paid extra to have like a gun that shoots twice as fast or armor that's twice as thick or whatever. I miss the old days where it's just balanced 100%. Whatever gun he has, you have. Alright, have a good night, man. Thanks for tuning in. And give a shout out to everyone in Iraq. It's fucking wild. Alright. Yeah, can you imagine being in Iraq? I'm going to have to look up the maps in Iraq more. It's one of the regions I haven't really Googled Earth much. Some days what I used to do when I couldn't travel because I was off from my concussion, I would just use Google Earth and walk around in the street view. So I could walk around in each city in the world and see what it looks like, what stores they have, what people are walking around. It's quite interesting. I remember I used to walk on the beaches in, what country was it? I don't know if it was Saudi Arabia or Iran or something. Well, I was like, what are the beaches there like? And then I went there and I seen guys walking around in like thongs and women dressed in the full, what do you call it, the cloth. So I was like, whoa, that's kind of weird, right? But to each their own. It's just kind of like the opposite of our culture, right? It's like our culture, it's the women's walking around in thongs and the guys are wearing clothes. But hey, to each their own. Now, I think it would be kind of great in a way if you had daughters, because then it's like, you know, in America, all the dads are always super strict because their daughters are trying to wear too much revealing clothes. So you wouldn't have to be such a strict dad in that culture because everyone's already wearing a lot of clothing. You wouldn't have to yell at them to stop wearing short shorts or whatever. So I could see some advantages to it. If you were a father, that would definitely be a better culture. If you want an easier time raising kids. Holy shit. Was that a boss defeated? Can't be. No, I didn't think it was. Now, I hope that every country in the world does the Street View. I'm pretty sure Germany for a while was banning the Street View. So that was one of the countries where I wasn't allowed to walk around and look at what it looks like. If anyone wants to see funny features with Street View, check out the city that I live in, Kitchener-Waterloo. Because some of the stores downtown, guess what they do? They do Street View in the store. So you can walk down the street in Google, take a turn, go right into the store and start walking around up and down the aisles, seeing what all the products are on the shelf and how much they cost. I was like, holy shit, man, that's what you call a Google Street View. You can literally just go shopping without even leaving your house. I bet you in the future they'll have it where you can just click the item in Google Street View and have them ship it to you. That'd be pretty wild. Oh yeah, that was one of the first things I did with my PS3. The one thing that I liked about PS3 better than PS2 when I did the switch over is, yeah, when I had PS2, I still lived in my mom's basement, where I live now, surprisingly. But then when I got PS3, was right when I moved and got my own apartment for the first time. So I was like, all right, it seemed like such a big upgrade. Not only did I get my own place, but I got a whole new video game console. And you know what, one of the things I did with the PS3? I had an internet browser set up in the PS3 with my favorite pizza store. So when I was playing PS3, all I had to do was hit one button and hit the auto reorder, and pizza would just arrive at my door. So I was like, wow, that was pretty convenient. That was the first time in my life I ever had my PlayStation set up, so all I had to do is hit like one button and pizza would arrive. That seemed like heaven for such a long time, until I became allergic to pizza. That was like, no! Alright, it's 8 o'clock, it switched over. I won't sweep it yet until we're at the gold match. Yeah, so that was one of the main upgrades I liked about PlayStation. That's what I was thinking about video games in the future. Video game consoles, they used to find ways to make your normal life easier. So you could either play video games, or you could order pizza, or now you could watch Netflix. So I was thinking video games have to keep finding little different ways to make your life easier. So that's what I was thinking when Amico came out, like the new console by Tommy Tallarico. I was kind of hoping for that. Like something that Intellivision would be doing that would just drastically make your life easier. So that's why you would buy the console. So you wouldn't have to buy it just to play the video games, or I don't think you can watch Netflix on it. So that's the one kicker that I never realized. The PlayStation revealed the results about what games people have been playing most on PS5. Guess what game it turned out to be? It's funny because they included apps. That's the trick. Turned out the most thing everyone's using PS5 for is to watch Netflix. It's the most common thing. So I don't know what happened, is maybe a lot of girlfriends helped their boyfriends buy the PS5 on the condition that they could use it to watch Netflix. Or it could just be that people have more time to watch Netflix than they do to play video games, but it is kind of funny that everyone bought the PS5 and the main thing that's used on it is Netflix. Yes, another victory. Ah, sick. Alright, so we just got some advice about what new YouTubers to check out. No, that's good advice, because that's actually one of the channel types I like to watch. When people from different countries go to move to another country, and then they document what it's like living there. So yeah, that's kind of fun. I'll check that one out. So yeah, he was saying that there's a Danish YouTuber who came to Iraq. So I don't know if he moved there to live there or just to stay there for a while and document it, but that's pretty wild. That's the funny thing, because when a YouTuber goes somewhere and documents it, it seems a lot more authentic than like if a TV crew goes or something. Because the TV crew, people always tend to put on a show for it. Whereas if it's just a YouTuber, you might actually get what's happening there. That's what I want to try to do, is show behind the scenes more of Canada. And there's more spots of Canada that I haven't even been to. So it'll be kind of funny. It'll be like the views of a Canadian exploring Canada for the first time. As weird as that is. Alright, we're just tearing these levels a new one, eh? I was worried that we wouldn't get any good battles for this episode, and what do you know? We got the most battles yet. Yeah, that's the key, right? Like, just show how normal people live. Not like the people laying on the beach all day. Yeah, I guess first thing I could do is start doing a series where I show more what it's like to live in my normal life. And then expand to what other people live. I'd like to go to the farmers market and show the Mennonite community and Amish community more, because I'm very fascinated with that. I don't know if anyone's heard about Amish people and Mennonites, but the region where I live, it's like a super high-tech city, but if you just travel to the outskirts, like right on the edge of the city, it's where you get all the farmers. And a lot of the farmers are still Mennonites and Amish that don't even have technology. They go around in horse and buggy and stuff. And some of them do hybrids where they have like half technology and half no technology. So what we can do is go to a Walmart, and the Walmart will have a parking lot which is for cars. And then they also have a parking lot that's for horses, where you can tie your horse and stuff. So if you happen to ride a horse or take a horse and wagon to Walmart, that you can still park your vehicle. Yeah, and the other weird thing is when you go into the Walmarts and you start to meet some of the Mennonite women. Some people make fun of them because they apparently don't use deodorant, but I don't know how true that is. Because I know, so I've smelt a lot of Mennonites and I haven't noticed any like horrible body odor that people make jokes about. Probably because I smell pretty bad, so if anyone really did, they would have to smell pretty strong for me to notice. No, but then the other weird thing about Mennonite women, or I shouldn't say all of them, to make some sort of stereotype, but some of them that I've met around here, they're like super tall and they're Germans. So it's like really tall blonde-haired women, like I don't know, 6 feet plus. So it's really weird when you run into them in a Walmart. You're like, whoa, where did all these like super tall women come from? Why are they all dressed like it's the olden days? Yeah, it's quite the sight to see. I don't know if people have heard that side of Canada, but it's kind of weird. I don't have anything against it. It's kind of neat. One time I was working in a call center and there was some Amish women or Mennonites that ran away from home. And what they did is they got jobs working in the city, but they're not technically allowed to because it breaks their traditions. So they would just tell their parents that they were going to their friends' houses, but meanwhile they were coming into the city and working in an office. It's quite interesting. No, my parents, or my dad anyways, he used to party with some of them, and he said that the Amish and Mennonite people throw some really good barn parties. They know how to drink. Oh, I don't know, maybe it's not drinking, I don't know. Might have just been music, or hot babes. Yeah, Noah was saying that he's got or Noah Gaming was saying that he has a speed run for Battlefield 2 on his channel. I think I was watching part of it. So if anyone wants to check that out, highly recommend it. Battlefield 2 is one of those games that I keep praying for it to come back. Well, at the same time, I'm terrified because it's the most addictive game I've ever played. And I was badly addicted to it to the point where I was playing it like 7, even 10 hours a day. So I'm really hoping that I don't get that badly addicted to it if it comes back, but that was one of the weirdest things. Like, I've never been so addicted to something and then just have it taken away like that. It's like, can you imagine having something that you've been doing in your life for like 7-8 hours a day for like 2-3 years in a row, and then on one day you wake up and it's been taken away? You're like, oh fuck, what do I do now? It's like I tried to adapt to other games, but man, so many games suck these days. I think it's because the Battlefield 2 just raised the bar so high. It was like hard for other games to live up to it, and especially in the direction they went. If they happened to go in a normal direction, it wouldn't have been so bad, but man, they took a really bad turn direction. Yeah, it'd be like if you were drinking pop every day and then all of a sudden they ban pop. Be like, what the fuck do I drink now? Gotta find a new drink. Speaking of new drinks, this one hit the spot, man. It actually cooled me off. I'm not sweating as bad anymore. Maybe the temperature outside is finally cooling. Our house is like 100 years old, so, well, it actually is 100, I think, as of last year. So when it gets hot in it, oh man, it's hot. It's like we don't have central air or anything. I don't know how many battles. I was thinking I was just going to keep playing until we die in the dungeon, but look how many we're beating. This is fucking ridiculous. We plowed off like, I don't know, at least 4 or 5 now. Oh yeah, I got some news today. A whole bunch of my packages arrived that I've been waiting for. It's nice when they all arrive on a day that was kind of a stressful day, and you defeated the day, made it through it, and then you get a reward where all these packages arrive. One of the packages that arrived is one of my favorite disc golfers released his own disc that he had like custom made for him. So I'm gonna try it and see if I like it, and if I don't, I'll probably sell the discs. So if anyone's in my area and is looking to order some discs, this is one that usually sells out, and I got, I think, 2 or 3 copies of it. And it's super expensive, so I can't let it go for cheap. Dear God, the fucking import fees doubled the price. I'll have to check what the total bill came to. I think it's like over $50 a disc. It's fucking annoying. But can you imagine it works really nice? I'm kind of hoping it does. I haven't found a disc that I like in quite a while. Now, if anyone's into playing disc golf or they haven't heard of it before and they like video games, you can pick up a really good PS3 game which uses the PlayStation Move. I think it's called Sports Champions. But anyways, when you get that disc golf game on that disc, it's super good. Even if you don't like disc golf, you'll probably like that game. It's like one of those games where if they would have advertised it properly and like made like actual leagues and showed like people playing it, it'd be the best game, like the most modern, popular game out there. But for some reason, PlayStation didn't pump much advertising into it. I think it's because PlayStation Move games, they never really were financial successes. So they're not going to bother pumping a whole bunch of advertising into a game that really isn't that selling that well. Which is weird, because like, how do you not pump advertising into something because it's not selling well, but you need to advertise it to sell well in the first place? Or in some cases. Other cases, people just find out about it from word of mouth. So that's maybe what I'll do too. I might start live streaming some disc golf on PlayStation 3. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, I've noticed one of the things that's hard to do for live streaming is if you're doing a game that uses like a lot of fine motor skills, it's hard to talk while you're doing it, right? I noticed that's how like people would beat me in Street Fighter sometimes, is they try having conversations with me so that I wouldn't be concentrating on the game as well, and then they could defeat me. It's like one of those little tactics that seems pretty sly, but it works. There we go. Holy fuck, man. I'm just gonna check, well, let's battle it till we get stuck, and then I'll check it. I was starting to wonder, like, if we were going to make it through, like, another wave of battles. Because we were really stuck on that one for quite a while. I think it was just badly outbalanced. Sometimes you come to a level and it's just stupidly strong. It shouldn't actually be that hard to beat. Boom. Alright, come on, Suzo. Let's tear him a new one. Boom. There we go. See that? Whole team of healers. I'm like, oh yeah, gonna try healing, are you? Meet Suzo. Boom. Now see how your healers are doing. Yeah, Battlefield 2, I don't know if it does come back. Hopefully I can manage the addiction this time. Not get stuck playing it like 8 hours a day. I notice a lot has changed in my life when I used to be a 20-year-old gamer and now that I'm a 40-year-old gamer. It's like 20-year-old gamer me, it's like I don't know, it's like it felt like I had all the time in the world. Where it's like if I wanted to get projects done, I'd be like, oh, I can do it next week. I got all this time in the world. But now it seems like I'm working on so many projects that really it's hard to find time to actually play games. And it's funny too, because I often tell people that I quit playing games, and then I think about it, it's like I didn't really quit playing games. I play games still like an hour or maybe even 2 hours a day. But I say that I quit playing games because I don't play games like 12, 14 hours a day. That's how I used to play games. So technically, in a way, I did quit playing games, just not to the extreme. And yeah, then when I kind of look back at it too, I'm like, your 20s and like your early years is kind of the prime time to go outside and do stuff. So it's kind of like a shame if you like spend that much of your life at that prime time inside. And what I mean by prime time is like your body still works, right? Once you get to your 40s and stuff, it's like you don't really have as like the same like healing properties where if you're going to get injured on a trip or something, start getting into your 40s and 50s and yeah, you're going to be risking getting injured. You'll have to get all this health insurance. But if you travel when you're young, you're more likely to bounce back from injuries and you can just keep going. So that is one of the things you got to be careful with when you get carried away playing video games. Like I remember my friend Beamer, when he was in his 90s and he was playing video games, kind of made more sense, right? Because a lot of cases he was old and he's trying to kill time, especially when he's doing like really hard like PSW work, taking care of his wife while she was dying too. So yeah, it's like in that case, it's like, yeah, video games are a prime solution because you're in like in a really awkward situation where you can't go outside. So you really do kind of try to balance it out. So while you can go outside, you try to take as much advantage as you can. That's why I kind of really feel bad when I heard governments telling young people to stay inside and lock down for years at a time. I'm like, dear God, man, these are the only years you got. It's not like you can just wait 10 years. If you wait that 10 years, your life will be gone. Well, not like gone like all of your life, but the prime time of it. The prime time is like very short. I don't know, like if I was a young person and the government was telling us all to lock down for something that posed no risk to us, I would have fucking freaked out. Like, man, I would have been like Tiananmen Square type situation, like getting entire schools to like march up and down the streets, blocking down the roads, until they got the government to actually listen to what the hell the young people want. But I'm surprised, like a lot of young people are just so considerate that they're willing to sacrifice their entire life for something that is meaningless. Like there was no increased risk at all for them to go on continuing living their lives. Especially now that all the Fauci emails have leaked and we found out that it was all bullshit, the whole thing. So it's like, man, I'd be pissed. But no, I take it like maybe a lot of young people are taking the hormones in the water, drinking all the birth control pill runoff. Keeps them docile, especially in Canada, where everyone's like been dumbed down by the Prime Minister to the point where they'll just stay home smoking weed and not care that their whole lives are being wasted. Not that just staying home and smoking weed is a total life waster, but it's definitely not the greatest in every situation. Alright, the game has crashed. Let's give a quick message from the affiliate links. Alright, Patreon. Thanks a lot again for the Patreon people. Society 6, finishing quick, is my specialty. Comes on t-shirts, bed sheets, both popular with the ladies. Hideout TV, pays you to watch videos. Swag books, to shop. GameKit, to try games. And free Bitcoin. It's the wallet system for crypto. Now, if you need a wallet for crypto, I highly recommend free Bitcoin and the BetFury. Free Bitcoin obviously allows you to use Bitcoin and the pennies of Bitcoin, which they give away for free, hence the free part. And what is it? BetFury also does loot boxes where you can open loot boxes and win free amounts of different currencies. So yeah, just make sure you follow your regional laws for all these offers and more, including the virtual maid sex machine. It's for adults and men only, but if ladies need one, they know who to call. Just kidding. No, I think lockdowns in Canada are almost, I think officially over on Friday. And they've now opened it to the point where people are allowed to visit other people in their house, other houses, if they live alone. So technically what the government is saying there is all the single people that have been illegal to go into relationships with other people for like the past year and a half, now you're legally allowed to date other people and go into their house. So I don't know, some people might have been like making out in their properties, on their front lawns or backyards, but I think there's going to be a lot of baby making on Friday. So yeah, the virtual may not be selling as well in Canada, but you never know. As the world situation changes, we may see another wave, right? Where we're all forced to stay inside and stop making babies. But anyways, if you want $10 off on a purchase of over $150 or more, just make sure you use the coupon code below that Virtual Mate sent to me for the show exclusively. Now, I don't know if it's the same coupon code for other shows, but I really appreciate Virtual Mate. You guys are the best. And ladies. No, apparently they're getting some new ladies working for Virtual Mate, so I can hardly wait to check that out soon. Maybe we can work together in the future some more. I wish. Alright, so anyways, let's get back to the game. I still want to play it some more. Oh yeah, because everything reset in the game, so that wasn't so bad. Remember how I was bitching that the game crashed? That was actually perfect, just like the Chinese farmer. Fuck, I don't know if anyone heard the Clint Eastwood story from yesterday, but he was nearly killed in one of the Korean Wars, but he was in a plane crash before he could die in the war, so he didn't get deployed. So I was like, can you imagine that? Almost dying in a plane crash, but it saves your life from having to go to the front lines in a war. It's like, dear God, that's like life, man. Never, like, if you're in a plane that's crashing, you might be like, hey, this is what's going to save my life. You just never know, right? Unless the plane's like engulfed in flames. Maybe then you know. Shouldn't joke. I'm probably going to try flying somewhere and I'll be like, oh, fuck. That joke really backfired. Alright, so I don't know how much we're going to play tonight because, man, I got to get up for work and it's an hour and 30 we've recorded. So we'll get a couple more battles in the dungeon and we'll give a shout out to all the viewers next. Now, I appreciate everyone saying hi in the chat. I know a lot of people just like to listen either at work or at home, and they don't have a keyboard at hand, so don't worry. I'm not excluding you viewers as well. Appreciate you as well. Now, I kind of miss the Entropia shows. If anyone's wondering about the Entropia shows, I finally got Entropia uninstalled, reinstalled, and it works. So yeah, if anyone's wondering if you use a program and it's not working like it used to, keep in mind that if you uninstall and reinstall other programs, it can fuck up the installations of other programs. So that's what happened with me in Entropia, is I started uninstalling a few unrelated programs, and it happened to fuck up the computer to the point where Entropia no longer worked. But I got it working again just by uninstalling it and reinstalling. Excuse me. Yeah, that's the thing I was just going to say about the whole mental health issue day and getting some help from the doctors today, talking to some counselors so I don't have to be so stressed out as much. Yeah, if anyone's in that situation where you're getting stressed out so much, try not to freak out about it. I know I freak out at the slightest things. So if you're one of those people too that freaks out, man, try to just get help first before it reaches that point. I know it seems like a weak thing to do to try to get help, but right, if it prevents a disaster in the future, especially with the lockdowns driving people crazy. So yeah, you got to really keep in mind that taking a break and doing something for your mental health isn't really a sign of weakness, but it's kind of like when you work out, right? It's like you can't keep lifting the weight over and over and over again. Eventually you have to put it down, take a break, and then start again, right? You don't want to fucking tear your muscles. And that's kind of like your mental health. So if anyone's getting issues like that, try to keep that in mind. Not to offer advice or medical advice, but just from my personal experience. That's how it seemed to help me. Now I'm thinking that too. I got to work tomorrow, and if work goes rough, I got to admit it. Sometimes I got to take a break and time out and go relax before I fucking start freaking out. Because there's a lot of stress and people got to learn to deal with it. Holy shit, look how many fucking teams are super strong in this battle. This is crazy. Like even that team, I don't think I can beat that one. That's fucking rough. That one's rough. Rough. We must have made it to like a high up level or something this week, because dear God, this is like the nightmare of teams. Yeah, so congratulations to this team. I think they pretty much wiped our ass in this battle, or kicked it. Alright, let's try this one. I think we can beat this one. It says we can beat this one, but I don't believe it. Like, all these heroes are better than the ones in my team, except for this one, because we have them. This one we have. But everyone else is better and we don't have, so I don't think we're beating that one. Let's try this one. No, and luckily in Canada, as much as I make fun of our free healthcare system, at least this appointment over the phone that was like a good hour long didn't cost a thing. So it kind of sucks to pay 80% of your income in tax to get an hour free on the phone, but hey, in case you were like needing heart surgery or something too, I shouldn't always be making fun of it. It is a pretty good system. I'm not just saying that because it helped me today. All right, 7 viewers and 3 likes. Thanks, everyone. If anyone has a chance to help the less get ratioed. No, I think yesterday's episode we almost got ratioed. 1 dislike and 6 likes or something like that, so it was close. Boom, come on, kick this guy's ass. You know, I'm really thinking into making this pirate guy. We've got a lot in common. If I grow my beard just a little bit longer, we've got the same haircut. I could dye it red. I don't know, one eye. Yeah, now I'm starting to look like a... There we go. We got 1 victory for our team. Sorry, team, it's only 11 points. I'm pretty sure we're getting our asses wiped this round, so we'll take what points we can get. Or kicked. You know you've been doing PSW work too long. Volunteer PSW work. I shouldn't call it actual work because I don't get paid for it. Yeah, can you imagine once the show gets stable internet? I was thinking that that's going to be the real kicker for getting guests. Because that's one of the biggest paranoias. I don't know if anyone's ever had their own podcast or done their own streams. Is when you book a guest and all of a sudden your internet isn't working. I don't know, really, I guess I shouldn't let it bother me. I should be like, hey, just have a disclaimer with the guest, let them know that sometimes my internet fucks up and there's only like a 50-50 chance the show's actually going to record properly. Well, it's just like a big letdown. I know I noticed that with other people when they get guest booked and all of a sudden the show has technical issues. The guests get really upset because they put up a whole bunch of time from their day to do the interview. Yeah, so hopefully we can resolve the internet situation, then I'll be more confident in getting guests on and not have like huge panic attacks. I know like a lot of people are probably wondering why I keep like organizing all these guests and then failing to go through with the interviews. It's so much paranoia. I know I've had failing with guests and interviews before and it's crushing. So I have to make sure I get it as good as I can before I do the interviews. I don't know, for me it's like letting other people down seems like one of the biggest letdowns in life. So that's where it's like it really kicks you. Letting myself down, I'm okay with that. Hey, Ruslan Endov, thanks. Yeah, it's a good question. Why aren't I starting up my levels to at least 6 stars? No, I need a new drink. I'm getting a harsh reaction to that one. I'm gonna cough if I don't drink soon. There, that's better. Switch to juice. I think I've done enough shots for tonight. I have to work tomorrow. Alright, so yeah, let's answer the viewer's question. Why didn't we star up all the heroes? And the main reason that I was hesitant to star up all the heroes is because I fucked up starring heroes in the past, where I took heroes that weren't very good, spent all my stuff, starred them up way higher, and then found out that I didn't want to use them in my team after all. So I've been very hesitant to do it again because I'm like, oh shit, am I really going to use these heroes for much longer? So the viewer's right that really a lot of these heroes that I'm using, I've been using for a long time. So I really should just start them up. I think it's one of my main flaws with my personality trait right now is that I have a hard time of letting go of shit. It's the whole poverty thing, always trying to save stuff up. So hopefully once I get out of poverty, or if I do in one point in my life, then I won't have that same issue where I can't let go or I'm always trying to save up stuff. It seems to bleed off into other aspects of my life. It's like video games, I'm always trying to save stuff. I think Resident Evil was one of the games that did it to me. They always gave you such little amounts of ammo that I'm always trying to save ammo in games now. Where I'm like, oh, I can save a little bit more ammo, or I can save a little bit more. I'll just use the butt of the rifle and do the melee attacks. Save the ammo, save the ammo. So I'm like saving the purple potions. That's what it is. But let's see, like, yeah, what kind of situation are we in? Should we really star some people up, or what's going on here? Alright, let's check out the star situation. I have a red star on Alice, and we've got one on Suzo. And the reason I did those two is because I realized that they're ones I'm going to use for a long time. So I was like, yeah, we're going to use those two, let's star them up. Monk, I was tempted to do the red star, but he's weak as shit so far. And people are saying that he needs to be linked with another hero named Skady or something. Or not linked, but in the same team. So that's what I was thinking. I'm not going to bother with him. These two I'm pretty sure I'm not going to bother with, or actually all 4 of these. So that's why I haven't leveled them up much. This one I guess I should. Yeah, let's level her up some with stars. That one makes sense, because she's pretty weak as fuck with stars right now. Yeah, so thanks viewers. They pointed out that she's weak as fuck. We should at least upgrade her a little. So that's 5. Let's go 6. Boom. Alright, so Good work, viewers. You got our team better. But you also killed our purple potions. Ah! No, I'm just kidding. There comes a price with everything good in life, right? It's like those guys that are ripped from working out in the gym all day. It's because they wasted their whole life working out in the gym all day. I shouldn't say that. You can work out to a certain degree and not have to spend the whole day. No, there was actually a workout channel that just subscribed to my channel recently, so I'll have to try to ease down on the ripping the workout jokes. I'm just kidding. I'll rip it even worse. I don't know why I'm like that. It's annoying. Shit disturber. Alright, let's see. Guild instances. Let's beat a few of these. Let's tear him a new one. Fucking whatever. Can you believe it? They tell me not to add the healer. Oh yeah, it's because we're so strong we don't need the healer. Alright, so let's do it. Yeah, I'm hoping that I get the stream going next Friday for Battlefield 2. Let's see, which day is it today? Today's Tuesday. I'm supposed to work tomorrow. Then Thursday and Friday I should have off other than just doing the volunteer PSW work. So yeah, let's try to do it. No, the fucking heat waves have been bad for like the past, I don't know, a week or two. But I think my body is finally starting to adapt. Like really, you can only be in heat waves for so long before you start to like adapt to it. So I'm hoping I can. No, they did say our region is supposed to have worse heat waves this year than any ever before. But I'm very skeptical of that, so we'll see what happens. Maybe it won't be as bad as they say. Could be just fear mongering from the media, trying to sell us on the carbon tax. That always amazes me, how you could sell a tax in Canada to make it colder when the goddamn country has like winter 8 months of the year. It's like, why the fuck would you want it colder? But then you experience these heat waves and you're like, okay, maybe there is something to it. But still, they were saying that the temperature was actually hotter 40 years ago, so, or 80, something like that. But either way, it was much hotter before, so we still haven't broke the all-time records for heat. But what we have broke is the all-time records for cold. So we have to keep that in mind. As much as it is getting hotter, it's only getting hot as it used to be. When it's getting colder, it's actually getting colder than it's ever been. On recorded record, anyways. I'm sure during the Ice Age, it must have been much colder. Man, I got all these fucking marks on my hand from pruning roses. It's one thing about taking roses and taking care of them. Fuck, man, do you ever get cut up even with gloves? Man. Holy shit, we're almost at the 2 hour mark. Alright, we gotta wrap up this. But we made it to 5 likes. Thanks, everyone. That helped balance it out. Now, even if we get 2 dislikes today, we'll be able to maintain. Pretty good ratio. We got this. Yeah, I probably should eat something for supper tonight, but I was cutting back a little. No way. How much did you deposit? No, there was just a viewer in the chat. Oh, it's Ruslan. He was saying that he's only been playing the game for, what did he say? 3 to 4 months? And he already has a red character. Which is kind of funny, because I think my first gold character took 3 months. But then again, we're talking, I made a lot of mistakes. So yeah, who knows? Maybe Ruslan's telling the truth and he actually made it to a red hero in 3 to 4 months. If that's so, congratulations. Now, I shouldn't be so skeptical. Just because you can't do something or because I can't doesn't mean someone else can't. Well, that's great news. At least when I tell my viewers that they can actually make it far in the game in 3 to 4 months, I won't be lying anymore. Just kidding. I love it when you find out when you thought you were lying and it turns out you're actually telling the truth. You just didn't know. Sweet. Not that that happens. Boom. Alright, let's wrap up this battle. Oh yeah, we wanted to give a shout out to all the viewers while we had a battle going. Alright, Omar Rad, thanks for joining. Mohamed Rad, oh yeah, it's the double Rad guy. Thanks again. Pasco Basilio Augusto, Noah Gaming Clan. I think that's all for today, but lots of chat from the same. Oh yeah, and we also had Ruslan. How could I forget him so soon? Alright, thanks again all the viewers who joined. Sorry for butchering everyone's name. I get my name wrong about half the time, so I'm not really doing it to discriminate against anyone. I treat others like I do myself. Alright, so yeah, let's give everyone a round of applause. Man, that clap was a little bit louder than I was expecting. Alright, so that's all those battles. And yeah, if Shelly's watching the replay asking what took so long, we had all the doctor's appointments today. Everything went pretty smoothly, even with my uncle too. He had an expert come to take a look at some of his sores that have been going, and yeah, they're all still treatable at home, so we're good to go. So yeah, thanks everyone for their concern, appreciate that, and yeah, hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to get the day stream. Oh fuck, what am I talking about? I have to work tomorrow. Yeah, so I'm not going to get the day stream in tomorrow unless we have a thunderstorm, and there actually is a 50% chance of thunderstorm. So who knows? But hopefully there is no thunderstorm. I can get the shift in, and the next day after we'll get the day shift in, or day stream. So it won't be Wednesday, it'll be Thursday, and then hopefully, like Noah Gaming Clan was asking, Friday we'll still be able to do the day stream for Battlefield 2, because hopefully I won't get called in for work, and hopefully my uncle's health and everyone else's will maintain, and I'll be able to do it at that same time. So yeah, sorry everyone if I have to keep canceling about stuff, working at everything the best I can, but in the meantime, let's go to the fire screen. Alright, for the fire screen, if you happen to get any of the 110 armor, the Pirate King's rum, just like the Bacardi's rum, in your vaporizer, and it tastes like shit, it's better to drink it if you're of age, then give the show a dislike. But if it doesn't happen, you can give the show a like, really appreciate it. And just make sure, never buy the products from my sponsor, because
It will ruin your life. Bye for now, everyone. See you later. Sorry for doing baby voice for so long. If anyone liked baby voice for that long, you're welcome.
Alright, see you later and try to have a good week. And yeah, hopefully everyone can manage the heat. If you're getting any health or mental health stress issues, heat related or otherwise, try to seek help before it gets out of control. I know you hear stories about it getting out of control in the news and you're like, dear God, man, if only people would seek help before it gets that bad. Alright, so anyways, thanks to the big medical community that's helping out everyone around the world too. You guys are the best. And ladies. Alright, see you later. Thanks. Later. Bye for now. Why can I never... Holy, Ruslan saying his team is currently Monkey King. That was a good first ride. Panther shooter Lou Boo, Baldwin the 5th or whatever, and Boudica. Oh, and a purple Boudica. Yeah, that team sounds like it kicks ass. If you want to share a picture of your team, just join the Discord and I can share it on the show. Just let me know in the chat and I can give you the link for Discord, or if you're already in it, then just share it there and we can show it off. Alright, take care everyone. Thanks for joining the chat and good luck in the game. Hopefully we can finish the events.